Hello YouTubers, subscribers and friends, welcome to my channel. It is that time to clean this Xbox 360. I have not taken this apart or cleaned this since the last time that I made a video, and I was repairing it back in 2012. So it's been 4 years. Yeah, over 4 years, March 19, 2012, to where my kids are playing around and they knocked the thing onto the floor and this popped out and the disc tray would not go back in. I'll put a link to this video down in the description box if you want to watch how I fixed and repaired that. But right now what I'm going to do is clean this, because you can see how dirty it is. Living here in Arizona, electronics get real dirty. I just cleaned that yesterday, my computer. It was dirty. So you want to get you some like wet wipes, paper towels, some Q-tips. And before I even open this up, I'm going to clean this inside here really good. So you want to make sure you get it all cleaned up, wiped down before you open it up, because you don't want to get any more dirt in it than it already has. So I want to get this all wiped down and dried off, and then get it cracked open. Okay, got all the vents all clean. And now the way you take this off, you're going to have to take this side off and these grills off here. And what I like to do, I like to start on this side, because right here there's a little clip thing here that you lift and this one pulls out, and it makes it easier to get to the other one, so you can pull this out. And you got to remember which side this one comes in two pieces. Goes on this side that has these 320 gigabyte thing on it, so you remember, because they'll fit on both sides, but this is the one that goes on this side. So let me get my skinny screwdriver, and there's these little grooves in here that you want to get. Slide the little flat skinny, I can't talk, and then you want to pop off the thing to get this off. I'll pop it off and I'll show you where the tabs are, but there's all these little slots here where you're going to need something flat and skinny to pop these in and get it out. Let me get it out and I'll show you. Make sure you're very careful, because these tabs are very delicate. And then here's the tabs I'm talking about. This is why you need something flat and skinny, so you can stick it, the flat part on this side, come through and like that, and then you just push down like that, and it will pop up, and then these will come out. But be very careful, because these things are very delicate. You don't want to crack and break them. Alright, let me do this. There's all kinds of dust in these grills here. On this side you want to stick the little, there's a tab right here, you want to stick that flathead skinny screwdriver there and pop, and this will pop up. And then you can take this side off by just gently pulling this off right here. And then you have the same thing. Stick the screwdriver there, and what you're going to do is go like that, and then push it like this, and then with your other hand pull it like that. Can't do it because I'm holding the camera, but do the same thing for all these, and this will come off also. Okay, make sure you take your time. Like I said, these are very delicate tabs. You see how many tabs you got there, and it goes just like that. You want to remember which way it goes, that way you don't disturb the airflow to your Xbox 360. Okay, as you can see on this side, it has these tabs right here. You want to be very careful. Start on one side, and you want to stick the screwdriver in there and then pry it open like that, and with your other hand you want to pull on this side the same time that you're prying over the screwdriver, this tab. But be very careful, these are very delicate tabs. And then flip it over and do the other side. Okay, on this side that has the 320 gigabyte, there's a tab here that's really hard to get to. So once you pry this one open, without allowing this to shut, you want to stick something down in there. I like to stick whatever, paper or something, and then I like to stick paper in to keep it from closing on me, so I can get to that one. So when you get this cracked open enough, you want to be able to stick a flat screwdriver and push down on this one, so this will release, and then as you can see, it will come off. So once you get to this, you want to lay it down flat like this, so that now you can just pull this part off and then set it somewhere else. So now we're going to flip it over and get the other side off too. Okay, be really careful where the power button is side, taking this one off, because it's really hard, and you got these tabs and you got to wiggle with it just to get it off. But also you have this ribbon here for the power thing. You don't want to disconnect this right off the bat, because you have to be very careful with the way it comes undone right there. And give me a better shot here. So be really careful taking this piece off here, and I'll show you how to take that off here in a minute. Alright, this piece right here, you want to be very careful, this ribbon, taking this off. Okay, I got this little tab off here gently, and then you want to unhook this side of this little tab here. This little ribbon here in the middle, that middle piece slides into that. Slides into that thing right there. And then when you put it back together, you slide it in, hook the blue strap around there, and then snap that in. And that's how you get this piece off here. And check it, make sure it's clean. You want to clean it up, all dust or anything inside there. As you can see right there, it's all dirty. I'll get that cleaned up. Alright, now once you got all that taken off and you've got the outside cleaned up, you know, I like to go around with a rag or a wet wipe, or just a damp cloth, whatever you have. It doesn't have to be soaking wet, just something that will pick up all the dust and dirt. Because here in Arizona, these electronics attract dust real easily. Like I said, I haven't taken this apart or opened this up for over 4 years now. If you don't have one already, pick this up at Ace Hardware. This little torque screw set. Pop that top off, and then it's got 3 torque screw sets in there. And I think this is an 8. There you go. See the number right there. That one fits. There you go. Fits all of them. Torque screw wrench number 8. I'm going to take all these screws off and show you what it looks like inside. See how dirty it is. The only screws you got to take out is just these black screws right here. There's one here, one here, one here, and one in the middle. And then you're going to have to remove this little thing right here, which is a Phillips screwdriver. Or no, it's a torque screwdriver also. So you can get this back cover off. You don't need to take off all these other little ones that I pointed at earlier. If you undo that torque screw there, it's just pulled right out. It's just a USB plug. And set that to the side. And now we're going to flip this over and pull this lid off here. There you have it. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Let me find some place to put this on. Alright, it doesn't look too bad here. It doesn't look too dirty for being over 4 years since I've cleaned it last. This is the one that I removed last time. This just pulls right off. No screws, so we'll take a look underneath this. Any dust in there? No. Normally, if you got a lot of dust, I just blow with my own mouth, but they have compressed air. I don't really like using the compressed air. I want to check this aluminum cooling fans here. That's pretty clean. You can take this fan out and look even better. But yeah, it looks pretty good so far. I mean, not bad for over 4 years of cleaning. Since I've cleaned it. This tray was the reason I had to take it apart last time, because like I said, it got knocked out, and I don't know where my freaking tripod is. But yeah, get that put back in place. You want to watch this rubber grommet back here. But I'm going to clean this up with some Q-tips and get it all back together, because it looks fine. I mean, maybe I'll take this fan out here and see how dirty it is underneath there. Alright, this piece just pulls straight up, but you want to be careful that you don't rip this foam here in the middle. That's insulation type thing. Be very gentle with that. I'll clean this up. You got one screw there and one screw there that you undo, and then you can lift this up and you can look at the aluminum fins here. See how dirty they are? I am completely shocked how clean this thing is after not cleaning it for 4 years. I have a PS4 that I've cleaned twice in the last year and a half. A Wii U that I've cleaned twice because they get really dirty. Xbox One my son has been cleaned twice, but I've avoided cleaning this one, and apparently he doesn't need it. Even though he plays this one, my son plays this one more than anything. It doesn't need that cleaning very much. So I'm just going to get my little duster and dust this out a little bit and blow it, and then wipe this down with some Q-tips, and then put it back together. Looks good for 4.5 years not being clean. Alright, I got it all cleaned up, got this all put back together, double checking this, make sure it's flush and flat, the rubber mounts on, make sure all your connections are plugged in that didn't come loose, because you lift this up, move it around, things come unplugged, and you don't want to get it all put back together and then it don't work. So everything is put back together, cleaned up, and like I said, I'm surprised that it's as clean as it is for not being open for 4.5 years. And cleaner electronics mean they run cooler and they run better. Now, time to put it all back together, and like I said before, be very, very careful with this little ribbon when you're putting it back on, right here. I want to make sure this is open, and then this part right here, this square part right here, goes around this, and that little tab in the middle goes underneath that, and then once you get it slide in, you lock that into place. Very careful, that's very delicate, that power button thing there. There you have it right there. It's all in. Let me put some light on it. Just be careful when you're taking these apart. Be careful when you put them back together. Have patience. Take your time, because you don't want to rip this part right here. Then your day will be ruined. Alright, I'm going to put it all back together, reverse order, put the black screws back here to keep that other panel on, and then just reverse what you did to take it off. Okay, I got the sides all back on. Do not forget to put your USB thingy back in here. Just slides right down in there. And then tighten that down with the torque screw. Just like this right here. Otherwise you're going to ruin your day and you have to take everything back apart because you forgot to put something in. There we go. Nice and tight. Now put the side panels on and then hook it back up, and then it's all done. Don't drop them though. Alright, last piece, you want to make sure you have the cooling fin that has this opening in it, like this, and then just like that you just snap these things back in. Nice and gentle. Start at one end and then work your way in, and it just snaps just like that. Now you can get to this gigabyte thing here. Let me get this tab taken out that was there. There we go. Make sure that's pushed in, nothing loose, and then clip this in. There you have it, it's all done. Nice and clean. Maintenance. Everything's snapped in, everything's screwed in. Now I'm just going to go plug it in and hook it up to the TV, and I should be all done. Alright, got everything plugged in, hooked up, and turned on, and working good. It just says it needs to be update required. Got to get batteries for the remote. But that's how you clean an Xbox 360. That's how you take it apart, and that's how you clean it. Maintaining. Keep your electronics clean. All these consoles are all clean and working great. Thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. As always, hit that subscribe. Don't cost anything. It's free. And we're going to put this through an update. Okay, I'm gone.